The quote is when they were like, okay, they were going to find the treasure, and they got to the place where Captain Flint murdered his crew, and Ben Gunn starts scaring them, acting like Flint is his like spirit is talking to them, and he's just trying to intimidate them. And they see a dead guy that's pointing to the treasure, and they think that that is one of the shipmates of Flint. And so they say 6 they were and 6 are we, and bones is what they are now. It's like foreshadowing what's to come of the rest of the pirates, and like it's just pretty much giving away the story if you know what's going to happen pretty much. And it's just saying history repeats itself because there was pirates searching for gold, being greedy, and there's pirates again searching for gold and being greedy, and they all end up dying except for Silver. But Silver's still, I mean, he has more to come. If the book would have went on, he would have ended up dying somehow. But yeah, that's part 4. We liked it. Yay! And yeah. See ya.
Bye. Nah.
Oh.
Oh.
I was like,
So this is part 4.
yeah.
And which is also the end of the book.
Yeah.
So we see how like Jim has changed. He's had to grow up throughout the book. Like he has no choice. Ben, he was a smart man.
Shh, mother. Good.
He was a smart man, and if it wasn't for him, they would have like never found the treasure. Long John Silver has flip-flopped through the whole book. Like first he's nice, and then he's not, and then he is again. And we think that the reason why he like changed back is because he didn't want to like stay on the island. Dr. Lively, he like was a good enough person to help both the good and the bad pirates. So that makes him like make his character or like shows that he has like a good character.
Alright, what do you think being stranded on a deserted island would be like?
I think it would be fun for like the first like couple days, but then it would start to like
But then you would
suck.
start getting lonely, you start getting depressed, and eventually you go.
I would jump off the cliff.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell us how you really feel.
How is Treasure Island similar to Pirates of the Caribbean?
The pirate language, and all pirates are greedy, and they drink
They
rum.
want the gold.
Yeah,
Almost
pretty
a
much.
moolah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It talks about Davy Jones in both.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rum.
Rum.
How did the color black come into this part again?
The Black Spot, which is also in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep.
Caribbean.
It's death still, but it kind of got thrown back into the other pirate's face when they gave it to Silver because they ended up dying and Silver lived. Did Jim become even more mature in this part?
Yes. He had to kill someone, and when you do that, it changes you.
Mm-hmm. He was one of the main heroes too. Do you think Ben Gunn was a main hero?
Yes.
Yeah, if it wasn't for him, like, they wouldn't have known what to do with the treasure.
Yes.
And how to, like, kill the rest of the pirates.
Yeah.
Okay, a classic is a work that is honored and kept throughout time. Do you consider this book a classic?
Yes, because it still applies today, and it shows that you have to go through some hard times to grow up.
Yeah. Okay, individually, you have to answer this. What did you think of this book, Haley?
I thought it was like tough to get going, and like you had to make yourself read it at first, and it was definitely hard to understand sometimes. So it wasn't my favorite book, but it's not like I don't hate it.
I thought it was difficult also because you had to keep flipping back and forth to the glossary and trying to figure out the pirate language and all that stuff. And it's not my favorite, but it's not my least favorite.
I agree with Gabrielle. Like, I hated going back and forth between the different, like, the glossary and the real story. And then there was times where I wanted to kind of fall asleep. Yeah. But I like most of the other parts. And it's not one of my favorites, but it's like in the middle range. It's not my least favorite, but it's not my most favorite. Wait, least? That made no sense. But it's still not one of my favorites. But, okay. Do you recommend the book to anybody?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think it like kind of shows people that like they're not the only people that have to go through hard times to grow up.
It teaches you stuff.
Yes.
Okay, your quote.
I'm not such a fool, but I know what I have to look for. Let worst come to the worst, it's little I care. I have seen too many die since I fell in with you. Jim is talking to Long John Silver, and he is, he's kind of like, I'm not stupid, like, I've been with you long enough, and, like, I'm not afraid of the worst to come.
My quote is, the laugh's on my side. I've had the top of this business from the first. I no more fear you than I fear a fly. And I like this quote because this is the kind of the beginning of where he starts standing up for himself, or Jim starts standing up for himself and starts being a real man and being honest and just holding his own.
I chose the quote, 6 they were and 6 are we, and bones is what they are now. It's Captain Silver. They're going to search for the treasure, and they are getting into the part where Ben Gunn is like